So this is Thinc-it. I looked on the internet and I didn't see any good tutorials for it, so thought I'd just make one. Um, Here is the options. Right now we're on a Mac, so this is the Mac OS, but there's the iPad, Android, and then there's like a Windows option. So download it for Mac OS, and then we're going to start it up. All right, full screen. I like full screen. Gonna do English. Now I have already made a profile, but what you're gonna see when you uh, do a profile is this. So you're gonna have your name, you're gonna have your age, you're gonna have your education home. It doesn't really matter what you put in these things. Right-handed, left-handed. I think this is sexed, so male, female. Um, if you want audio, I don't like it, and then this is nothing. Okay, so let's go back. All right, so after you sign up and make yourself, you click on yourself. So over here, you would just click on yourself, and then we're going to do a test. So it's going to ask you some questions. Um, Problems getting organized. Yeah. Concentrating what you're reading. Not really. Forget the dates unless you looked it up. Yeah. Forget what you've talked about in a telephone conversation. Rarely. Feel like your mind went totally blank. Maybe sometimes. I don't know. Okay. Cool. And so next is the test. All right, so this is Spotter. Just going to go through the tutorial really quick. So there's some arrows, um, right or left keys. You could use the mouse too, but the right or left keys are the best. Um, and then you just say if it's right or left. Um, okay, so we're starting it. Now you see the yellow line, that doesn't mean anything. That's just for show. So left, right, right. You'll see. I'll just speed it up. Okay, so it shows you the stats and stuff, which is good. All right. So then we're off to the next game, which is symbol check. Um, so like the shapes appear on the screen. After the sequence moves, like the one symbol is going to be hidden. And your task is to identify this symbol. You can use the ASDF or you can use the mouse. For me, I find the mouse I was like a little better at. But if you do use one of them, you got to stay with that the whole time. Okay. Um, and so like it hides it, and you have to say which one the hidden one is. Um, and then yeah, the first six symbols will not be hidden. Cool. All right. So let's see how we do on this. Ah, okay. Okay, I think we got something. Maybe. Okay, we got. Okay, so then we got stats again. All right, so now we're moving on to the next game, and that is Codebreaker. Let's check out the tutorial. So this one, you basically see what's down there, and then you'll link it with that. And it changes the order every time. So the order upstairs is different than the order downstairs. So let's start to do this. So um, five is this. Wait a second. No, five is that guy. Six is this guy, and so on. Okay, so now we're going to the final game that is called trails. So let's do the tutorial. So you go from with the you have to keep the mouse held down. So from A to 1, 1 so A to 1, 1 to B, B to 2, C to 3, D to 4, but you need to keep the mouse cursor clicked down the whole time. Okay. So, and then everything starts with question mark until you click the letter A. Okay. So A to 1, B to 2, 2 to 3. Ah, I messed up. So 2 to 3. Sorry. All right, now we're done. Like one thing to note though, like this time I was using the trackpad. You get if either you're using the mouse or the trackpad, please use those devices the whole time because the mouse is going to be a little bit more accurate than the trackpad usually, so it would give you differing results if you did it. Okay, so let's go into the analytics. Okay, these are so if we're looking at the single tests. So I'm good with spotter. Everything else I'm not very good with. And if we look at this index, it is going to give you information over time. Obviously, since this is November 30th, we're not going to have a lot of good information, but you will see some stuff over time eventually. Um, so this is where we're at. The game data, it can see sort of how you're doing. I did a few tests, so my spotter, my symbol check is up, code breaker is up. This is just terrible trails, but one thing that I think is important is that you'd probably do this like 5 times, the whole test 5 times, until you get get proficient with it, and then after that you do uh, it once a month. So okay, so for this, we're like more interested in necessary like test values. We're interested in just how you're doing more over time. Here you see I'm doing this, but this is a sort of over time now. This is just for one day, but maybe, next month, you'll have a different one, and the next month you'll have a different one. So that'll be graphed, and then um, the game data, I took these a few times, I took this, and you can see like how things are going. And as I said, I'm doing much better, a lot better on the symbol check now than I was before, and that is because I did it again, but code breaker I'm still not doing great at. So in principle, if you want, you can export a report and send it to me. But I looked at the report; it's just so much data. I don't know exactly what it means. One thing you could do, maybe not the first time, maybe just send me a picture of this. You could do screen capture. So you do Command Shift F4. Sorry, it's Command Shift 4, and then that makes a thing to select, the selector guy, and then you select, whatever, and then this is then saved on your desktop, and you can email that to me or send it in the portal. All right, have a nice day.